Last year, I celebrated the 30th anniversary of Disney's animated classic The Lion King by re-reviewing the original and reviewing its sequel and, well, its kind of retelling. But I never reviewed the awful 2019 version, though. But despite I said that live action remakes are no more for me, I actually did mean it. But I meant I don't want to see them in theaters. And I took a big risk and watched Mufasa the Lion King, which is now on physical media and streaming on Disney Plus. But is this recent hit anywhere better than the bland 2019 remake we got? Or is this one another film that's completely lost its mighty roar? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Noel, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the 2024 musical drama flick that's photorealistically animated Mufasa the Lion King, released by Disney, directed by Barry Jenkins from a screenplay written by Jeff Nathanson. It's both a prequel and sequel to the crappy shot for shot remake they did in 2019. Most of the cast from the first one returned, but most of them aren't featured all the time. But it features new members in a new story, including Aaron Pierre, Kelvin Harrison Jr., Tiffany Boone, Mads Mikkelsen, Tandy Newton, Lenny James, Anika Noni Rose, and Blue Ivy Carter, the daughter to Beyonce and Jay-Z in her feature film debut. The film was released last December on December 20th. Well, despite it being my Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which I was relieved of, this film somehow took me for I don't know what by doing very well, unfortunately, but not as much as its predecessor, though. Now, the film is dedicated to James Earl Jones, who voiced Mufasa in both the original 1994 classic and the 2019 remake. And his voice is heard briefly during the opening titles, having died before the film's release. And like its predecessor, it got mixed reviews. Well, we start out when after Simba becomes king of the Pride Lands, and he and Nala have a daughter named Kiara, and are expecting another cub. Which I won't really tell you how that goes in the end, because that would ruin everything, because this is a spoiler free. Well, they leave for an oasis where Nala can give birth, while Simba asks Timon and Pumbaa to watch after Kiara. Rafiki soon visits them and decides to share the story about her grandfather Mufasa, with Timon and Pumbaa providing color commentary in between. Mufasa and his parents, Masego and Afia, search for the mythical Malay. A flood sweeps Mufasa into a wetland where he meets Taka, a royal cub. They are attacked by young crocodiles until Taka's mother, Queen intervenes. She accepts Mufasa, but Taka's father, King Abasi, criticizes him for befriending an outsider. Abasi holds a race between his son and Mufasa to determine whether the latter can join his pride. When Mufasa lags due to exhaustion, Taka throws the race so he can stay. Well, as the two grow up, they form a strong bond. However, they soon encounter, well, some others and what have you. The leader of the Outsiders, a pride-composed alliance who were outcasted from from their respective prides for their white fur, led by Kuros. Now, that's all the story I will give to you. If you really want to see this film, you're more than welcome to. My thoughts on this film is, well, it's better, but it is not great. I am sorry, but once again, Disney blows it. Now, upon its release, the film made $721 million worldwide against its $200 million budget. The film sits at 56% on Rotten Tomatoes, where they say Barry Jenkins' deft hand and Lin-Manuel Miranda's music go some way towards squaring the circle of life in the film. But this fitfully soulful story is ill served by its impersonal, photorealistic animation style. Yes, the I'm getting tongue tied by this. Photorealistic animation still is not great, though. I really wish they could just give up on that. Now, apparently, they have Dan Metzger to do the score, while Lin-Manuel Miranda, who had recently done the music for several other recent Disney films, including the live-action Little Mermaid, wrote the songs for the film. And while they're good, though, but not quite close as good as the ones we liked from the classic, though. Metacritic has a score of 56, while those polled by Post Track gave it an 85% positive score, and Cinema Score gave it an A minus. Well, several publications said the animation was an improvement over its predecessor. I will factually kind of do agree in ways, but again, it still wasn't great though. Matt Zoller cites of RogerEbert.com said, giving this 3.5 stars out of 4, writing, "It is a technological step up from the remake, in which it finds new ways to make the creatures expressive and emotionally available to us, while also somehow convincing us that they are indeed animals, whose every talon, whisker, and hair seems as real as imagery in a nature documentary." Entertainment Weekly said the animation was more compelling than the stagnant energy of Favreau's remake, but at times it feels almost frenzied, as if Jenkins is desperate to prove he can do something interesting with the material. Yep. The film's screenplay got mixed reviews. Variety criticized Timon Pumbaa's comedic interruptions. Yeah, that was a big issue and what have you. Now, while I did appreciate having Bill Eichner and Seth Rogen back as those two, but they just, sorry, not great though. Well, but you know what they say, nobody's perfect, and I don't mean the two actors though. No, 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 no. Now, the songs also received mixed reviews. Rolling Stone's David Fierce said, "There's nothing near as earworm level as Hakuna Matata or majestically overwhelming as Elton John's original songs, but that Miranda's compositions sound more like he's bending over backwards to complement those earlier karaoke staples. Completely understandable and what have you." Barry Jenkins, of course, who has directed several films, did find with his direction of the film, which that was fine too. Now, for our voice acting cast, for the main core of the film, we have Aaron Pierre voicing Mufasa. Now, I will say he's not too bad. If I knew that name. Oh yes, he's recently been in the he was recently in the short-lived sci-fi program Krypton, as well as the period drama series The Underground Railroad, as well as M. Night Shyamalan's Old and the recent Netflix film Rebel Ridge. So I'm gonna say he's pretty good. Kelvin Harrison Jr. plays Taka, which that character's fine, but you'll soon find out he becomes, well, I better not say that because that would ruin this review. Even though, just because it's only been like almost 5 months since this came out. But anywho, yeah, I will say he's fine. What have you? Now John County voices, well, ret- returns as Rafiki. He's still pretty good, and in the central core of the film, Kagiso Ladega voices young Rafiki. Now we have Tiffany Boone voicing Sarabi, who of course would later be, well, the mother of Simba. Mads Mikkelsen voices Kuros, the leader of the Outsiders. Pretty good and what have you. Eshe is voiced by Tandy Nguyen. She's pretty good. Lenny James plays Abasi. Yes, at this point I like them as the characters. Preston Nyman is Zazu. His voice not too bad. Anika Noni Rose voices Mufasa's biological mother, Afia, and Keith David voiced Masego, Mufasa's biological father. Most of the cast is pretty good at what have you, but I must admit the performance of young Blue Ivy Carter as Kiara, I'm really impressed with her. But of course, we have Nala once again voiced by Beyonce. Which, by the way, that's another issue I have. I don't know what the hell they were thinking of using her whole name. No, now I've seen just about every movie Queen Bee's been in since she did Austin Powers and Goldmember. Now, well, even though she did do Carmen a hip hopera for MTV years back, but any of those other movies she did contain the Carter at the end of the nose? No. So I don't want to share this with anybody who's Disney. So I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I mean, Ariana Grande eventually used her whole name when she made her big splash in Wicked a month prior. But I can't really say that. I don't think this is Beyonce's fault. I think it's Disney's fault for using her whole name. I'm thinking, believe me, when they did that little documentary film of hers, like during the pandemic, they didn't even use her whole name. They just used her first name. See, again, that's y'all just ain't right in the head. But anyway, Mufasa the Lion King, well, it's better than its predecessor, but not great though. The songs are fine. I can't really think of a good song because this was just a one-time watch. But the cast is pretty good. I mean, even though despite some has short stay, but despite my issues with them having the nerve of using Beyonce's whole name for no reason. And the characters aren't too bad. The story's okay and what have you. And well, the score's not too bad, but it's the songs that were kind of a mixed bag though. But overall, Mufasa the Lion King, again, better than the remake, but still not a great one by any means. I'd only recommend this a one-time watch for y'all, okay? So for my score, I give Mufasa the Lion King 2.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a 5.5. So what did you think of Mufasa the Lion King? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, make it grow, and make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel, give them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my vids with your friends if you like as well. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. Yes, I'm finally going to watch this. I haven't even watched this movie before, but that's going to change. Alright, so, if you like this, check out my reviews of the much better animated Lion King films. In the upper left-hand corner is my re-review of the original from 1994. The upper right-hand corner is my review of its sequel, The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of The Lion King 1.5. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.